going. Hey, what I like to say, we're leaving
Ooh. Oh yeah.
because I'm
Okay.
fancy and it's no language. Um, hey guys, we're just coming live. We're just doing this. Got to turn my do not disturb on.
Oh
We're just gonna do this. So we're gonna talk today. Jason was just telling me about it, so it's gonna be kind of interesting, I think. So what I
yes.
forgot to do last week was run the intro.
Cue the intro.
Cue the intro. Well, hello there. This is your Realtor and Lending team, Jason and Katie. We work in Metro Phoenix, Prescott. Actually, we can work all over Arizona. We do cool things like hold our fingers up and count stuff. We also do things like point and hold our hands in positions where it looks like we're talking about something really important. But the thing we do best is laugh. Oh, and we support you too. So thanks for joining us. We love your socks. That old picture.
Oh, I was pointing at my glasses. I'm
Oh,
sorry. You caught you caught me.
glasses. Glasses. Okay, so we're going to talk about something kind of interesting today. And I just thought of this while the intro was rolling. It's not only are we here for the consumer, let's say, but we're also here for realtors and lenders to make their lives easier, right? Not easier, but kind of, because
How
people don't
about
realize
better?
better
Yeah.
because people don't realize how hard there's a lot of balls in the air when we're doing stuff. And so
Lots.
what we like to do is make it easier for a buyer or seller. I'll put it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jason, I think you gotta make it a little bigger.
How about we make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah. And then tell us, what does Chat GPT mean? What does GPT stand for?
Well, I don't know what GPT stands for, but what this is
Oh,
this is the artificial intelligence that everybody's talking about.
yes.
So I'll give you an interesting statistic, right? 1 million subscribers. It took Netflix 3 years to get to 1 million subscribers, right?
Yeah.
It took Chat GPT 5 days to get to 1 million subscribers.
5 days.
5 days. This is the technology
Wow.
that is literally going to change everything because it is a software that's designed to provide good information and be creative. Let me give you an example. So I taught a class on this yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And we
How
had
convenient.
a contest to start the class. This will just give you an idea of how powerful this tool is. And I challenged one of the people in the class to write a 200-word story about their favorite superhero. I thought that would be fun. And I told them they had 3 minutes to do it.
Okay.
And so here's what's really cool. We started the competition. And once we started, like I had to write a 200-word short story. So the person in the class that was doing it with me, she starts writing furiously and starts going to town. And I was just sitting there hanging out. I was kind of joking around, having a good time. So a minute goes by. I haven't written a single word. I haven't done anything. 2 minutes go by. I haven't done anything, written a single word. And she's scribbling furiously. So I just come over to my handy AI thing. And of course, my favorite superhero is Superman. So I type this in, write a 200-word Superman story. But I didn't want to make it too easy on myself. I wanted to make it creative. So I'm going to put in Shakespearean
Oh, shut up.
style. If I can figure out how to spell it. Shakespearean.
Double click on it, it'll fix it. Right click.
Shakespearean style. There we go. So we're still under 3 minutes, right? So I hit submit and check this out.
Wow.
Boom. Let's read it real fast, right?
Hark!
Lower the skies, a hero flies, a man of steel with great surprise, a champion bold with powers rare, in every place he doth appear. From Krypton came this wondrous knight, with strength and speed beyond all sight. He saves the day, he foils the plot, his cape aflutter like an apricot. One day, while soaring through the air, he heard a cry, a maiden fair. A damsel in distress was she, beset by villains 2 or 3. Our hero swooped with a mighty leap. His fist did strike, his foes did weep. Their evil plans he did defeat. The maiden's heart did skip a beat. With grateful tears, the maiden wept, and to the skies her thanks she set, for Superman had saved the day, and evil's plans were kept at bay. So if ever find yourself in need, and evil does your heart mislead, just call upon the man of steel, and he will come his might to wield.
This makes me want to say it like in Irish. If ever you find yourself in need.
That's a funny thing you just said that.
Yeah.
Please rewrite in an Irish style.
Okay, this is interesting. But let's not read the whole thing this time.
Okay.
I think it just wants it to be capitalized. Hark, yonder. Oh. Sky, oh, hero soars, a man of steel with powers galore. A champion bold with heart of gold. He brings us hope when all seems cold. I'll stop there. So
look at this. A leprechaun's pot.
With his cape fluttering like a leprechaun's pot.
He heard a lassie's anguished prayer, a damsel in distress does she, beset by villain 2 or 3.
So, okay, this is really interesting. So a couple of things concern me. So let's talk about this, okay? This is brilliant, and it's creative. It's created by AI. So what's going to be happening in our school systems with kids that might be able to access something like this to write their papers?
Oh, yes.
And how does this help a real estate agent and a lender like yourself?
Well, how about this? It would help me.
It's wonderful.
We know that Phoenix is a great place to live, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know this. Sometimes we have to think about how we're going to say it. Now, we know, and we can come up with a bunch of different things. If you and I sat down and we wanted to write, say, 300 words on why Phoenix was a great place to live, it would take us, what, 30 minutes or something like that? So watch this. Write 300 words on why Phoenix, Arizona is a great place to live. So right now, you and I would be thinking, okay, well, what are the reasons, right? Well, from here, we just got this. First, the weather in Phoenix is a huge draw with 300 days of sunshine per year. Residents are able, in addition to the favorite climate, Phoenix is a hub of cultural diversity, strong economy, thriving job market.
Yeah, okay. So I like the ending. Overall, Phoenix is a great place to live. So can you go in there and edit it and make it sound more like you?
Oh, you mean like this? Please rewrite
no
with watch little more humorous tone, because Katie's a funny person. So watch this. All right, buckle up, folks, because I'm about to give you the lowdown on why Phoenix, Arizona is a pretty sweet spot to live. First off, let's talk about the weather. Yeah, we know it's all hot as heck in summer, but come on. At least it's a dry heat, right? And I don't know about you, but I'll take 300 days of sunshine over 300 days of rain any day of the week.
All right, this is kind of the way I would write something, actually, but can I actually edit it myself with words and stuff? So how do you do that?
Well, you get it pretty close to what it is that you want. Then you just take this, copy it out, put it in whatever it is that you want, and change it. But I mean, this is again, really right? Like, you know, that so there's some scary things that can happen with this. Here, I'll show you one other thing, right?
I'm going to pick a random house, by the way, like $1.4 million house. And can I give you the address of it? Can we put that up there? Or like, maybe we don't, I don't know, because it's not my listing.
Yeah, we can't now.
Or wait, let me see if my brokerage has a listing that I can pick here.
So I want to show you this. This is
I want to compare like the actual, I don't know if I should do that, if it'd be like, you know, the actual listing description compared to what this would put out.
Okay, yeah, but give me a listing. Tell me an address.
I don't know. I was just going to pick a random one. Can I do that?
Sure, of course.
Okay, let me just pick. I was going to pick like a 1.4, like Midtown. Okay, I'm just pulling up this 1.1. Okay, so the address is 5645 North 7th Avenue.
5645 North 7th Avenue.
While Jason's pulling this up, one of the reasons why we're talking about this is everything's moving toward AI. And I feel like we don't need to be afraid of it. Everybody can utilize something like this, not just a realtor and a lender, I see on the side there too, property listing, real estate video ideas. So the thing is, you still have to do it yourself. And I'll reiterate this at the end. So I can teach someone how to talk on the phone to someone, to a client, potential client, and this and that. Okay. And someone can take that information and make it their own, but they're still going to it's not going to be exactly like me, you know? Right. So is it coming?
Yeah, so give me 1 second.
That's what's interesting is that, okay, let's see. So now that just looks kind of.
Welcome to 5645 North 7th Avenue, a beautiful home located in the highly sought-after Rancho Solano neighborhood. The home boasts a 7th Avenue address, but is set far back from the street with a grass island separating the homes from the street, offering a sense of privacy and tranquility. This property is an entertainer's dream with an incredible 23,000 square foot private grass lot, perfect for hosting outdoor gatherings with friends and family. The backyard features mature trees and large covered patio gazebo that you see what I'm saying. You can go through. I mean,
so this is how this one starts, the real one.
Yeah.
There's a grass island. Okay, so the notes home shows the 7th Avenue address, but is set far back on the street. There's a grass island separating the homes from the street. Rancho Solano at its finest. Seller added a 26-gallon play pool. Blah, 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 blah. Plumbing, it talks about updates. Kitchen was remodeled in 2013. So one word I always use in all my listings, almost always, that was in there that I love is boasts.
Yeah.
I use that a lot.
Katie, so, let me show you one other thing here really quick.
Okay.
Let's just say that you're a real estate agent and you're putting this out there. And let's say you wanted to include it on some type of a blog or something like this.
Yeah.
Please give me some hashtags for this post. Oh, okay.
Excellent.
And so, you know how we spend all of our time writing that stuff out? Okay, yeah. we did that in like 5 seconds.
Well, what's interesting is that it's funny because I love writing and stuff, and I'm usually really good at it. But for some reason, sometimes when I'm writing for a listing, it doesn't sound as good. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is like awesome. So this is just like a tool you can utilize.
It's a tool. It's a tool you can utilize. Well, and you can use it if you're not quite sure how to start with something. Like, let's be honest, there are some nefarious ways that you could use this. Not to be nefarious, but let me show you this because somebody did this the other day. This was kind of interesting. Please.
Oh gosh.
Write a love letter to my spouse of 15 years.
And then just read a little bit of it.
This is what, yeah. As I sit down to write this letter, my heart is overflowing with love and gratitude for you. It's hard to believe that we've been together for 15 years. It feels like just yesterday that we first met. My life has changed forever.
Okay, so
I mean, sorry. I mean, you get the point, right? Like,
so that right there, though, I like. But does that sound like you, Jason?
No, it doesn't.
But you can take. But here's what I like. You can, like you said, copy and paste, pick it out, make it some of your own, like mostly your own, right? And you know.
But here's and this is the reason why I say it's somewhat nefarious, right? Like, would you like it if somebody was dating you and they were wanting to write a heartfelt love you letter and they had, a computer?
Yeah.
Have everything to say.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same thing. Okay, so maybe if they told me like, hey, this AI wrote this, these are my feelings for you, I agree with it because it's like buying a greeting card, right? Those aren't your words.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show you one more thing because again, just to show you how nefarious this text can be. I'm going to come over. Okay. You want to bury the lead, right? And maybe we'll jump to our weird in the news. I don't know if you have it, but I do.
oh, if you do that, I had one. Yes. So I want you to show. You want me to remove this?
So no, I'm gonna show you this, right?
Okay. Wait.
This
We
is
have to do where's the banner? Hang on. This is the weird and
okay. So I want to show you this, right? If you want to go ahead and put that up there, right?
Okay. Oh,
Pensacola man refused to wear clothes, bound to chair with suicide jacket for his murder trial.
what?
I know.
What?
Right? It's crazy. During a typical murder trial, court deputies remove the defendant's handcuffs, and the defendant is allowed to dress professionally, often with a button-down shirt and tie, blah, blah, blah. So here's what's interesting, right? I can actually take this
Oh no.
right here. I could copy all of this. So let's do that. Watch this.
Okay.
So let's say that I copy the whole article. And then I come back over. I'm going to have to stop sharing this screen and we're going to have to redo this. So check this out. Share screen. Now, if you want to put that back up,
Yep.
right? I can come in here and I can say, please rewrite this. Please rewrite the following.
Okay, so I love how you always put please in there. Does it?
Oh, I you know what? I do it because I'm nice.
Yeah.
So I put that in there and check this out. It'll go through and it'll actually rewrite my deal. It'll
So
rewrite it.
go to the top of that. In the typical murder trial, the defendant is allowed to dress professional. Okay, that was the same thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, look at, I think it truncated it. Well, you can, I mean, the point is, you can actually have it rewrite different things that you find online and change the language so it doesn't sound like you're plagiarizing. This is why this is terrifying for school.
Yes.
Watch this. Please rewrite and make it 5 bullet points. Just,
wow.
you can take anything and you can just,
yeah.
So I mean, this is, so like when I was presenting this the other day,
I'm gonna take this off of there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, one of the people in the class is like, you know, my husband's a college professor, and this is what it is that we're worried about, because I had even heard an attorney who had come out and they'd done a blog and they said, look, I hate to do this, but I'm going to be the first one to say it. You don't need us. This thing will write legal briefs for, like, the power. Like, I don't think people fully appreciate what a game changer this is. And here's the thing, Kate, this is why it's cool that it's on our podcast, right? This is going to be the next most influential technology that's out there. This is every bit as big as the internet coming out. I'd liken it to the invention of the telephone, you know, the internal combustion engine that led to cars. This is that next thing. And you heard it here first.
Well, okay. So then, since you taught a class on it yesterday, what did you talk about? What your ending bullet points on the advantages?
Oh, you want to see? Watch this.
Because we're already at 18 minutes, so.
I know this will be our last thing. Check this out, right?
Okay.
So if you want to share that again, I'll tell you. Give me 5 reasons.
Do 3 reasons.
Why? Okay, give me 3 reasons Chat GPT is a great source for a real estate agent.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so go to the top of that real quick.
So, quick and accurate information.
Okay, 24/7. Hang on. Go back to, okay. Unlike human agents, limited by their availability and time zone, means you can get the information you need any time of day. So, okay. And then the last thing, objective and unbiased, not influenced by personal biases or opinions. So that's interesting. So I would say, Katie, yeah.
Let's say you didn't like number 3. Let's say you were like, I don't necessarily believe that. Watch this. Please rewrite and replace 0.3. And it will do it.
As a language model, it's not influenced by personal biases or emotions. Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. So I don't know how I feel about this. What was the feedback you got yesterday?
That it's terrifying.
Yeah. And why? And so what was your reason for presenting it? Because this is coming out here, guys. AI is taking over.
Well, because everybody's talking about it, and you can use it for, I mean, let's just say that you're not in real estate or lending, and let's say that you need to write, a Monday morning motivation email that you want to send to your team. Ordinarily, you might sit down and spend 20, 30 minutes crafting that to make sure that it's grammatically correct. It says that that task now takes less than 5 minutes, right? Yeah. And they don't know, like, you can train it to sound like you, like we demonstrated. One of the comments yesterday, again, why is it scary? The screenwriters in Hollywood, I had heard, just went on strike, and somehow that came up.
Okay.
And people in the class said, why do we need them? We have this. Like, we can use this to write it. Like, why, who cares if they're on strike? And when you really stop and you really start thinking that through, that people would jump to that conclusion.
Yeah.
How many different things how many different things can be replaced by this technology?
Right. But the thing is, it's got a human element, but not a complete human element. So I think looking at this as a tool to help you make your profession or school or whatever it is better, not to replace it, but to enhance it. Ooh, that should be the tagline, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. I would love to know what you guys think. If you're watching this later, drop us a comment. We got to get your Facebook hooked up to this again.
So I did something for you, friend, a great way to end this. It's, you know what? I decided that I was going to write a sonnet to your socks.
Did you just?
Oh, socks, how I adore thee from the start. The cozy cotton wraps around my feet. My heart's aglow as if by Cupid's dart. Thy stripes and patterns make my life complete. Thou keep my toes so warm on winter nights, and in the summer thou wick sweat away. Thou brings such joy and comfort to my life, a simple pleasure, but with thee I'll stay. Oh, socks, how I do love thee more and more, with each and every pair that I collect, from ankle high to knee high and much more. My sock drawer overflows, I must confess. So here's to thee, my dearest, darling socks. With these, I'll never have cold feet more.
This ode to the socks. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. Jason, I'm going to tell you something, because just because you did that, I love your socks. You guys, let us know what you think about this. It's really interesting. Oh, we got a comment. Woo! Nisi says, did you write that or did the chat write that?
Oh, I wrote that totally. That was 100% on me off of the cuff. You bet.
It's not true. It's not true. That's pretty. Nisi, Nisi has got 10,000 kids, so this will be like, don't let your kids watch it, Nisi. But no, like I said, use it as a tool to not replace but enhance. Okay, and
exactly.
Interesting, and I'm sure we're going to be talking more about this later too. So, all right, guys, I don't have Sit Squatch with me today. I forgot to bring him over. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, comments. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Whoop whoop.
See you next week. Bye.